Hey, good morning, good morning. How are you? How's it feeling? Grab yourself a drink of water. Okay, have a little sip, look around your lips and hydrate. Today's class is body conditioning. We've got 10 fantastic exercises for you. Great all-round body workout. Let's see what you got. Are you joining us up on Facebook? Keep all your exercises, as it says below. Safe, relevant, and effective. So what that means is keep it safe for you. If it's going to hurt, back off it. If it's relevant, all of the exercises I'm going to tell you are relevant, but you might decide that you want to drop out half your routine or half the exercises. That's cool. Keep it effective for you. Okay, that's how it works. Put some banging tunes on. Grab yourself some water, leave it there. Shut the door, but let everyone else know you're taking part in some exercises. From here, coming back into position, check around one way, check around the other. Make sure you've got plenty of room. If you've got a mat on the floor like I have, I'm just going to chuck that away for the moment, just so it's safe so I don't trip on it. We're just going to do a nice easy warm-up. We're going to warm up for about 7 minutes. We've then got 10 exercises, which are going to work over around 45 seconds per exercise with a 15-second recovery. We're then going to do a nice little cool down, and we're going to stretch out at the end. Give me 1 second. We're just going to grab a few more people in, and I'll be with you in 1 second. So grab yourself that water, grab yourself those tunes, get yourself ready for the training session. And as always, with all these exercises, keep them safe, relevant, and effective for you. So work at your intensity, work at your level. You'll also need some weights for these exercises. So if you've got some light weights or some heavy weights, please do join in with those. We're going to have a great workout. Okay, so a couple of people joining us now up on Facebook. So we'll just give them a few more seconds just to get them going. Then we're going to work through a warm-up. So the challenge today, guys, great around body workout, getting you beach ready, getting you ready for the summer as well. Okay, we're on. Okay, I think that's everyone in. Okay, so find yourself a space. Just shake yourself out. Okay, get your feet underneath your sitting bones. Drive your pelvis forward and get your shoulders back. Good morning if you've just woken up. From there, take your hands down by your side. Your thumbs are going to anatomically face forward. You're going to spread your fingers out nice and wide. Reach down to the ground with your fingers. You'll feel your shoulders are going to come back into position. You get what's called a retraction in your shoulder blade. Your chest pushes forward and your feet are nicely bouncing underneath your sitting bones. From here, your thumbs are webbed out and your fingers are webbed out, yeah? Spread them out. We get really tight in our brachioradialis in our forearms here, day-to-days of moving around with our thumbs on keyboards and mice and driving cars stuff. So, posture. Crown your head up to the ceiling, pull your shoulders back and work through here. Okay, from here, should be feeling quite a lot of movement in your ankles. From here, I want you to be able to roll over onto the knuckles of your feet. Now, you should be able to do this quite fluidly. Now, if you can't feel it, you need to be able to push a little bit further. Now, you might find if you're doing that on a hard floor, that's really uncomfortable. Grab a mat and do it on the mat. You should be able to roll over your toes comfortably. And they should also be able to be on 2 railway tracks facing forwards, so your knuckles are rocking backwards and forwards, heels touching the floor. From here, we're going to take our arms up nice and high and put that into a nice shoulder press. So again, we're still working on that ankle and toe flexibility. And we're driving our arms up nice and high. The elbows tuck into the side, the shoulders retract. We push up nice and high and pull back down again. Fingers webbed out nice and wide. From here, we're going to bring our arms down. We're going to cross up overhead and bring that down again. Big circles on the arms, big circle back down again. Nice. Big stretch. Now see how far you can reach out wide with the arms. And see how far you can put them across the body each time. Nice. Up and over. Up and over. Good. 2 more here. 1 more here. Now we're going to flex down to the side. Hips up to the side. Running the fingers up nice and high into your armpit. Now, the elbow is going to be the highest point here, and you're going to feel quite a lot of movement. Now, if you're tight in your back and you've got tight hamstrings, you're just screaming out with back pain, it's a lovely exercise for you to do every hour on the hour. So set yourself an alarm on your phone to go off every hour so you stand up and do this movement. Working our body laterally side to side opens up the muscles in between your ribs. It helps you to breathe. It helps your brain to work a bit better. Also, it focuses your brain in a different way. So your brain has to think deeper. It's got to try and keep its balance. It's got to try and stop itself from falling over and injuring itself. So if you're working hard on a project at the moment, this could be a real game changer for you because you can stand up, start doing a bit of exercise, and all of a sudden your parasympathetic system kicks in and you solve your problem. You're all intelligent people. Sometimes you just need a different way of looking at the problem. From here, we're going to stand on our right leg. We're going to flex our left knee. Can you balance? If you're struggling with this, grab a chair because you're going to need it. Or alternatively, grab the wall. Now, with that knee flex, you'll have gone to a position that feels comfortable. Why? Because the neuromuscular pathway, i.e. the pathway between your brain and the muscles, is going, that's comfortable. Now challenge yourself and bring it higher. Now I want you to challenge yourself until you get to a point where this leg starts to go, and I don't like it, yeah? Now we're starting to go off balance. Now we're starting to build up that neurology. That's important. Here we go, so you've got that nice high knee flex. We're gonna slowly let that knee come back down. And you'll have found it the way mine did, yeah? And that's a good sign. This foot is off the floor still. We're gonna flex. We're gonna balance, we've got our pelvis forward. Now I want you to feel like you're pulling up from underneath. You're pursing your bottom as you do this. You'll feel your rib cage will open up and your shoulders will come back. If you've got a chance, come join us on Zoom so I can see your technique as well. Okay, Zoom is only available to us on Members Club. So, now shake it down, control. Foot stays off the floor. Pelvis forward. We flex, we pull up again. This knee is up nice and high. Pelvis driven forward, the chest is up, the shoulders are back. We try and hold the balance. Slowly come back down again. Drive forward on the hips. We breathe out and we're going to pull that knee up again. Flex up high. And slowly, slowly lower the leg back down again. Okay, shake that leg out, circles up the standing leg. Okay, so not the leg you've just been moving, but the leg that's been standing. So go in a wide conal pattern here. So you're moving and flexing from the hip and then go around clockwise with it. Just make sure you don't kick the wall behind you. The wall always wins. Good right, now it's really tough this, to get that movement as big and as wide as you like. Okay, so from there, shake it out, and let's work the other leg. So the other foot is facing directly forwards. Again, our pelvis shunts forward, the shoulders retract, the chest opens up, crown head up to the ceiling. Balance. Okay, again, take yourself to that comfortable position. Should do the other leg really, shouldn't I? Excellent, and pull it up a little bit higher. Push your pelvis forward to bring your shoulders back. Now go to that uncomfortable stage and see what happens to this foot. Does it turn out? Does it turn in? Can you keep it flat? One of those, somewhere in there. Nice. Slowly lower. Whatever I'm watching on the camera is back to front for me, so it's like, okay, flex again. Nice. And feel what happens to the foot. Can you get your foot parallel to the floor? Can you flex a little bit higher? Does your pelvis come forward? Does your chest stay high? Does your shoulders stay back? Slowly let it drop again. Again, hips forward, pelvis forward. Again, flex up. Which way is the foot going to turn? How are you going to work it, team? Pretty good. Nice. And if you need to, you can give a little bit of support to give it a bit of extra raise if you need to. And if you do that, just bring underneath your hands underneath your thighs. You might find it a bit more comfortable there, Joe. Love it. Slowly, low. We've got one more to do. This leg standing should be screaming at you. The foot doesn't touch the floor if you can. Again, support it. Raise it, flex it. Okay, try and get the foot parallel to the floor. So you might need to turn your big toe down into the ground and raise your little toes up. Slowly low again. Oh, that is screaming. Shake it out. Nice. From here, circumduct the hip again. So we've got a big kernel movement going in here. Putting the toe away. How big a circle can you generate here from the hip? You know, flex over the top and over and back down again. Again, grab the wall. This is not a normal movement. Nobody woke up this morning, brushed their teeth and went, oh no, it didn't happen. Reverse it, come back the opposite way. Big conal movement again. Again, you're trying to find those cracks and those creaks in the hip. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, release. Feet forwards, flex from the hips and the pelvis, shin down, draw down, nose down, look through the feet. From here, we're going to fold the arms, put the elbows down to the ground. Love it. Slowly I'm releasing, coming up back into standing. Extend your arms up overhead. Tilt to the right. Interlace your fingers, whichever way you feel comfortable. It could be back to back, it could be face to face, it could be hand to hand, whichever you feel. And then just tilt. But make sure your feet stay facing forward and you're feeling extension. Down the side here, you're going to feel a big lengthening. Now you've got to try and keep this elbow up towards the ceiling, keep the chest up high. Slowly release and swap over. Then push the arms away. Get the elbow up high towards the ceiling. Rotate through the shoulder. Rotate through the chest. Slowly come back up. Forward fold again. Nice. Slowly pull back up into plane. Stretch your arms up overhead. One arm goes, then the other. One arm, then the other. Really good. Take it into an easy jog. Give yourself a little mop at the brow. You're going to feel it's going a bit hard now. Very good, very good. Shake your fingers out. Interlace your fingers, roll around. Roll the other way. Now we're ready to train. Okay, so first exercise, guys, we're going to work on some side-to-side squats. Okay, so grab yourself some heavy weights if you choose to use some heavy weights with this one and stick them down beside you. Now, I've got an elevated platform behind me, so I've got a little bit of 3x2 wood. I like to do that because it raises my heels up. Now, the reason for that is I've broken my left ankle and I don't have enough flexion in it. So you might find if you struggle going deep on squats, it's because your ankles don't flex. Now, the other thing as well is I'd like to keep focus on what happens to your toes. You're going to turn your big toes in slightly and your second toe is going to be parallel. We're going to step parallel side by side. So just have a practice of this before we go into the squats. So you're going side to side on your movement here. And the feet are staying rigid on that parallel movement. Okay? Now, atypically, you might see that in a squat. Okay? So it's a rotation, conal movement of the pelvis opening up. I always try and get it focused into here. And we're going to hinge, and we're going to hinge here. So if you do a lot of running, yeah, this is a brilliant little exercise for you. So that's your movement there. So that's your rotation. That's what we're going to work on. Now from here, grab yourself your weight and put one in each hand. Now if you use a platform behind you, you will get depth onto your squat, or you could use some raised shoes or weightlifting shoes. So pause there. Good, good. Weight and one in each hand. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so weights down by our side. From here, we're going to squat down into position. We're going to stand, drive through the legs. Pelvis is forward, shoulders back. We're going to step to the side. We're going to drop down. Breathe out, push forward on the pelvis. Step to the side and work again. Strength through the back, pelvis drives forward. Step over to the other side. Drop again. Strong breathe out, push forward. Just step over to the other side. Big drop in this flex. Big stand up. Breathe over to the side. This is the movement, guys. We're going to keep it safe, relevant, effective all the way through. Nice and strong. Again, this is conditioning the body. So we work through the range of our body. Okay? So flexibility and then strengthening and lengthening muscles. All the way through, your challenge is to keep this safe, relevant, and effective for you. Push your pelvis forward. If you're finding it's too difficult to go deep into the squat here, you might get to here and come back up. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just your range. You might be here and you're going, no, can't go any lower. Then come back up, drive your pelvis and step again. You might find you want two chairs behind you. You literally sit into a chair, step back up, step over, and sit into the next chair. Yeah? And keep working. Now you should find all of a sudden your breathing rate has gone up through the roof. And if it has, I'm loving you up. Because you've got to get down, you've got to drive, you've got to wipe it up again. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay. So our next exercise here are our 45-degree lunges. So drop the weights for a tick. And what we're going to do is work on the lunge technique. So feet parallel to each other under sitting bones. Not wide, under. Yeah? So we're here. We're strong. We've got 2 railway tracks going forward. We're going to step forward. The back knee flexes, comes back up, and stands up nice and tall. I'll show you from side on. A way to really push forward on your pelvis. Integrate from underneath and bring your shoulders back. Step, flex, extend, stand. Step, flex, extend, stand. Good, good. Now, on the 45-degree lunge, we're going to do one to the right. So we turn both feet onto the railway tracks. Here, step, drop, stand, back up. So I level my left leg there. I now turn through 90 degrees the opposite way, and I step into that diagonal angle the other way, leading with my right leg. Off we go. So left leg forward, drop, posture, back up, chest up, extend. Turn your feet through that 90 degrees and step across. Now, the reason why it's called a 45-degree lunge is because 45 degrees are diagonals, and these are diagonal lunges because we're going out to the side. So step, and just make sure you're alternating the legs. So if you lead with the left leg, the next step is to lead with the right leg. Keep moving. Now, important as well, your feet, your knees, your hips all face the same direction of travel. So the pelvis drives forward, we turn the feet again, we step, we drop, we drive, we step back up. And we keep moving here. These are the constant moves. Shoulders back, chest up, stepping through, working again, flexing the knee, pushing back up. Working hard, love it. Big step forward, drop the flex, come back up to standing. Turn again. And again, each time as you turn into position, you lead with a different leg. One more here. Big stride, shoulders back, posture in. Okay, exercise 3, keeping hold of your weights. Okay, we're going to work on a bicep curl. So hands into beside ourselves, and you go alternate, okay, or you can go both arms at the same time. Your choice. Obviously, both arms are going to get twice as many reps in. Now, feet into sitting bones, we're going to raise up into a calf raise. Now, your challenge is to try and stay in the calf raise all the way through. So, shoulders are back and retracted. Weight comes up to the shoulder, weight comes down by the hip. As we face side on, you can drive forward on the pelvis, get your shoulders back, raise up and through. Work through your range then, guys. See what you've got. Get effective movements. Now, you're going to find, as you raise, you're going to come slightly higher on the tiptoes. As you lower the weights, you're going to come down on the heels. Now, I want you to try and do the opposite. Okay, so as you raise up, you're going to push up on your heels and stay as high as you can. But as you lower, you're going to push even harder to get up even further, yeah? You're going to stay as tall as you can. Up, flex, drop back. Now, feel what happens to your heels, because I can guarantee that they're now going to be starting to push outwards. So get them nicely underneath your sitting bones. Now, to achieve that, purse your bottom again, push your hips forward and bring your shoulders back. So you're clenching out all the way from underneath. Hands back to your hips, hands to the shoulders. Fluid, strong movements. Safe, relevant exercises here, guys. Good. 4 to go. 3. 2 more. Last one. Really good stuff. Okay, so now we come down into our press-up position here, grabbing our weights. Okay, so for this one, you'll need a light weight, okay? So I've got some stock Pilates balls here. You could use a tin of beans or something like that. Okay, the stock Pilates balls are just going to go beside you here. Okay, the idea here is we're going to do a press-up. Now, press-ups. Knees underneath our hips is level 1 here, okay? You're going to drop your chest all the way down to the floor and push back up. Now, I don't mind how long you stay down the floor, but I want your chest to get down there. Now, you might find in box position, getting your chin down on the floor is probably about as far as you get. So turn your cheek to the side and then push back up again. Okay, finding a bit more comfortable. Now you're going to drop your pelvis down, straight down from your knees through to your shoulders. Drop down, breathe out, push up. Okay, now, once we've done that move, our toes are down to the ground, our heels are out. Push out, we're now going to grab a ball and take it into a front raise. You're going to bring that ball back into the middle, okay? And then we're going to drop again. Press, grab the ball with the other arm, extend it up, and back down again. So down 3, chest down to the floor, breathe out, push up, grab that ball, and then swap again. Again, each side, heels push out to the side, arm raises, comes back down, glutes are in nice and strong. Push and reach, good. Now, just check Are your knees or your toes, are they all doing exactly what you think they are? So your feet should be the same width apart as your sitting bones. Your knees should be ground down to the floor. Each time the arms should be able to straighten and retract. As we breathe out, we push, we raise again. It's a tough little exercise. You've really got to work hard on pursing your bottom and keeping it nice and strong through from your knees through your hips through to your shoulders here. Once you've got that position, you've got to run straight through that arm to lift again. But one more to go here, guys. Chest to the floor, breathe out, push up, extend the other arm, drop it, and relax. Good stuff. Okay, so this time, grabbing both weights, sticking beside the head end of your mat, roll onto your back. Okay, and you should have the weights now by your shoulders. From here, we're going to work on a sit-up. Now, depending on the strength of your abdominals, is going to give you a range. So you might get to here and then come back down again. And that's cool, okay? If you have got some, you can either punch here and then come back down. So that's going to be your move. And if you want to, again, grab your weights in and punch. Okay, now if you've got that, you feel comfortable with it, you can extend your legs a little bit longer. And you feel your lower back comes into the floor and protect it. Okay, the next part will be a sit-up and a punch. And the next one will be a full range sit-up, punching out to your toes. Quite your level, yeah? That's what we got. Off you go. So it could be a crunch here, punching here. It could be down and up, coming up a little bit higher, punching out. It could be up to here, okay? And then your challenge, so you can get all the way through punching to your toes. Show me the level you want to work through. Each time, reaching further towards those toes. Last two here, team. Looking really good. Nice work, Joe. Well done. Keep going. And last one. And rest there, guys. Okay, so next exercise. Back up into our standing position. So there you go. We worked on a forward lunge. From there, guys, grab yourself a drink of water. Take a sip. Working hard. About 6 minutes to go here, guys. So from here, we're going to grab some weights. Okay. So before we were stepping forward on our tram lines and coming back. This time, we're going to step backwards on our tram line. Okay, so from here, up above, shoulders back, we step into a back lunge. The shoulders stay back and pronounced. We push up hard off the back foot and step back into plank. Pelvis rise forward. Step back again with the left leg. Drop down, flex, extend, and push up. Okay, that's our range, that's our movement. What have you got? Step, drop, drive, repeat. Swap sides. Repeat. Let's keep going. Working hard here, team. Very good. Now, if you're feeling comfortable with this, you take the weights up to your shoulders. Okay, so you're going to step back, posture, drop the knee to the floor if you choose. Extend your arms into a shoulder press. So the elbows either out or in, whichever you choose. Okay, and back again. Do 3 on the right leg, just to help your muscle memory on this. Okay, that neuromuscular pathway, building up those links. And let's change over. We're going to do the left leg this time. Big strike back, posture, back up, chest up. Drive off the front leg. And you might want to chuck in a little press up or shoulder press at the top point as well. So as you step up, you can flex up and high again. Now, if you're feeling really confident with this, you can knee flex and press as well. Your choice. Change leg, And now see if you can alternate. So your right leg drop, right leg raise and push. Change, left leg drop. Press. Step forward. Press. See if you work it that way. Here we go. It's getting tougher now. Again, safe, relevant, effective for you. If you're finding this is too much, just come back a level, guys. It's not a problem. Press up and through, flex, range again. And release, guys. Really good. Nice. That was a back lunge shoulder press. Now, grab slightly lower weights here. We're going to go into a back row or bent over row. So we're going to flex at 90 degrees from the hips. Okay, drop your weights down to the floor and just feel the movement in your shoulders. Now, your hands are going to come out at chest height, nice and wide, your chin down, draw down, nose down. And that's your flex and back in again. So, we're now bringing the weights into this. Again, feet underneath sitting bones, bottom back, great shoulder retraction, back up nice and wide. So this is our bent over fly, or reverse fly. Chin down, draw down, nose down. Now stick your bottom right back. And now if you bring your chin up, chest up, just slightly, you're looking about 2 meters ahead of yourself. Again, purse up through your backside and feel your toes to your heel flat down to the floor. Big shoulder retraction work here, working nice and strong. Three more here. Last 2. One more. Good stuff. Now, grabbing your mat again, taking that back down to the floor, lay on your back. Okay, and then we're going to work through a leg lower. So a really good way of developing our abdominal and back strength here. Good. And as always, guys, keep your exercises safe for you on this one. Okay, so arms out by the side. You're going to raise your legs up and slowly lower down to the floor. Now, you might choose to do a single leg lower and a swap and a single leg lower the other side. Up drive. Slowly lower your legs back down to the floor. Again, flex up. Slowly lower your legs back down to the floor. Now, if that's too much, you might want to flex your knees here. And this could be your movement here. Slow control back down. Toes just tap the floor and then you come back up. You might find that still too much. So leave your left leg down to the floor and flex through. And swap and alternate. Yeah, so level 1 here. Level 2. Level 3 would be a straight leg swap over. And again, you slowly lower the leg back down to the floor, raising slow down. You can go both legs. 4 more here, team. Let's go. One more. Good work, and rest. Okay, grab yourself up into your standing. Your final exercise here, guys. We've got a bent over row shoulder press. This is a tough little exercise. It works hard on the back of the arm into that rotator cuff. Now, if you're struggling with that, don't do any weights for that, okay? Leave the weights out. So we're going to do it without the weights first. We've got feet in the sitting bones. We're going to flex from the hips. Okay, the exercise is you're going to pull up into a bent over row here. So you bring your hands to your chest. You're going to turn your hands to your shoulders and press out forwards and back in again. So the movement goes like this. Pull, turn, extend, drop, into chest, drop that down again. Keep your chin up, keep your chest up. Purse from your bottom and clench your glutes, please. Pull through, turn, reach, back in, turn, drop. Strong movements all the way through. Purse on the bottom, strong in the back, strong in the shoulders. We're going to do 6 more here. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more here. 1 more hit. Good stuff. And release. Slowly pull back up. Really good stuff there, guys. Drop that. So I hope you enjoyed those classes with this, the class with me this morning. Flexing your legs. From your hips all the way down. Chin down, draw down, nose down. Hold your arms, put your elbows down to the floor. A nice extension through the back of your legs. Chin down, draw down, nose down, look through your feet. Slowly pull back up through into standing, drive your pelvis forward, bring your shoulders back. Stand on your left leg, pick up your right foot. You see you can take it into a quad stretch. Push forward on your hips, grab the wall if you need to. You should feel your breathing rates back down to normal as normal. Drive forward on your hips. Joe's got a fan on. That is nice and cooling, Joe. I love that. Shake it out, soft over. Nice, grab the foot again, push your hips forward, knees underneath sitting bones, pelvis forward, shoulders back. Great extension. And release. Good stuff. And then take our left arm across our body, stand up nice and high. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers web up wide. Rotate through. And then check your toe position, drive forward in your pelvis. You can keep yourself up nice and straight. And release, swap it over. Right arm comes across the body again. Thumb up. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers all webbed up nice and wide. Extend the arm. Nice, shake it out. Left hand in between the shoulder blades, elbow up nice and high, shoulders back. Big stretch in the back of the arm. Really good work, guys. Well trained today. If you missed last night's lifestyle lecture, it was all about eating for health. It was a really good lecture. Swap it over. With the wonderful Mitch Ansell, who joined us, who's a fantastic nutrition coach. So catch up with that one behind us. That was in last night's performance. So catch up in the topics menu within the members club. 650 odd videos in there, all about exercises, ranging from fitness Pilates all the way through. So jazz it up with your training, pick a couple of exercises, classes to do, 11 different genres there. Get them in for you. Roll your fingers one way, roll the fingers the opposite way. Grab yourself your liquid team. Really exceptionally well trained today. I love that. That was brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you for the next time. John Whitbread, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Magnus. Good morning to you, Mr. Whitbread. Love that. That's fantastic. Thank you for interacting with me, mate. Enjoy that. Good stuff. Have a great day wherever you are, guys. See you next time for the next one.